Yo, what's going on? What's happening? Yo, every time I hear black folks online talking about how they're gonna join the protest and how what's going on with the Latino community is inhumane and ICE is not right and they're breaking laws and their constitutional and the Latinos' constitutional right and this and that, so forth. Every time I hear a black person say that, it's like them saying, Avengers assemble! Like, we're not superheroes. Straight up. And if you took that energy that you have for a race of people that really don't mess with black people, if you took that energy and put it into our fight, then maybe we would be somewhere. But you're steadily putting your nose in other people's business. And it's crazy that the Latinos are fighting for a cause, and they are the cause of their own problem. They're the ones that voted against their best interests. And it's crazy that there are a lot of ICE officers that's picking up Latinos. I don't know if you all realize this, or that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if it's the National Guard or whatever, you know, that's out there in Los Angeles that's actually protecting businesses and all of the rest of that stuff and like trying to, you know, bring some type of order to the riots, the LA riots that's out there. A lot of them are Latino officers, man. Straight up. On their badges, their last name is Hernandez, Rodriguez, Alejandro. So let me get this right. I'm making this relevant too, to the video that I'm doing. I'm going to go out there and fight for a race of people that don't like me. And if the shoe was on the other foot, that wouldn't care about my cause. And then the ad, put the icing on the cake. Your own people are policing you. Your own people are deporting you. And you voted against your own best interest. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Straight up. Part of the reason why I left America was to get a peace of mind. And I'm not going to lie, man, I was scared. I was scared when I got on that plane. Because I was saying to myself, man, I should have stayed because I could have made more money and I could have saved more money. I could have did this and did that, shoulda, coulda, woulda, and all the rest of that shit. And the reality of it is 4 months later, it was the best decision that I ever made in life. Yeah, I took a risk. I took a gamble on myself, and I'm glad that I did. For the very first time in my life, I had 100% control of my life. It felt good when I got on that plane, and it feels good right now till this day. And I got haters all day telling me that, man, you ain't left the matrix and you're still a slave because of the fact that you still need money, you still need da-da-da-da-da, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, whatever. You can say what you want to say. I understand what you're attempting to do. You know, hurt people. I get it. I have patience with you all now because I know what it feels like to be in that rat race. I know what it feels like to go to work and you ain't got shit when you get paid because you got to give your paycheck over to the car insurance, house insurance. You got to pay for that car. You got to pay mortgage and rent on that house. All of this money that you got to dish out, health insurance, to the point where at the end of the day, you ain't got shit to show for. And you see this dude that's on YouTube and he's just living a bright and beautiful life. And you think that he's trying to throw the shit in your face. Nah, he's not. I'm talking about me now. I'm saying you can have this life too. But the problem is, when the hate comes in, is you think that you are incapable of having this life because it's not your reality. So how in the world is it his? He must be a fake. It's no way in the world he got down there on his own. You come up with all of these conclusions and shit on how I got here, how I'm maintaining. And the reality of it is you're overlooking the main thing is what sacrifices, what things that I had to do in order to get here, because my peace of mind means that much to me that I'm willing to let everything that I had in America go. You got to ask yourself, why is it that people that have money, because people will say, man, as long if I got $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 in my pocket, man, I know I can have a peace of mind. Well, my response to that is all of these people that got money, all these celebrities, they got cars, clothes, all the material things out the yin yang. How is it that they still are not happy? Straight up. I can see it in their eyes that they're not happy. If money makes you happy and gives you a peace of mind, how is it that some of the most successful, quote unquote, successful people that got all the money in the world are unhappy, miserable, don't like their life, and they're willing right now, if they could, to trade their life with my life? They would be willing to trade places with me. And my life is priceless. Every day I wake up, all I hear is nature. I hear the birds chirping. I hear, it's crazy, like I could open up this window right now and you could probably hear them. The howling monkey is probably about that big. But all you hear is, he's loud, extremely loud. And you be thinking, man, that howling monkey gotta be like my height, as loud as he is. But he's a real small monkey. But that's all I hear. In other words, what I'm saying is all I hear is nature. That's it. Let me tell you something. Once you walk away from people, you can easily have a peace of mind. And it's crazy that for a person to say, and I've heard this in the comment section of my videos that I've done when I talk about living, in a foreign country. People would say, man, there's no way in the world I could live out here, live out in the middle of nowhere like you are. I gotta be around cars and trains and planes and buses and I gotta hear noises. I gotta be around buildings and be around people. And for those people, I'm like, yo, it's something extremely wrong with you and you don't even realize it. Because what you're telling me is the only way that you can operate and maintain some type of sanity is to be around chaos. And if anyone needs that peace of mind that I have, would be you. That thinks that you got to be around chaos in order to have some type of sanity or have peace of mind. Black folks in specific have been through too much. Straight up. And we haven't, as of yet, taken the time out to heal. And that's what I've been doing since I've been here. And I have seen with my own eyes, I've looked at that man in the mirror, which is myself, with my own eyes and have stared at him. And what he revealed to me was his strengths and his weaknesses. Hell, I could be real with you. I have lately, as of lately I have, but I had some some feelings inside that and hurt inside that I didn't heal from, that happened to me years ago. All this time that I've been dealing with this female that I'm with and that I've had kids with, I'm still like saying in my mind, man, she can't be the one, man. One day she gonna do this and she gonna do that, just like the rest of the chicks that I was with in the past. And yeah, slowly but surely throughout the years, I was trusting her more and trusting her more and trusting her more and trusting her more. And it's like, well, you know, she's not saying it, but she's indirectly saying it. What more can I do to prove to you that da-da-da-da-da? And I had to heal from that shit. That it was nothing that you could do to prove to me that you were the one. You've already proved it. It was me and the hurt that I suffered, the pain that I suffered from the past women, which were nothing but whores. It was that man that had a boy inside of him, that constantly cried out to his mother, wanted acceptance from her, and realized once I got here that it's okay. It's okay. It's okay that my mother and I don't have a relationship anymore, and that I can love her from a distance just as well as she can do the same thing towards me. That I don't ever have to talk to her anymore. But as long as she knows that I love her and she loves me. Straight up. I've made amends with that. Some people may say, well, man, what if something happens to your family members? I've made amends. I've made peace with that since I've been here. I can't let anyone disrupt my peace of mind. And I'm healing every day. And it feels good. And a lot of you all have to take the time out to heal. And whatever sacrifices that you have to make in order to get that peace of mind, I'm telling you, do it. Because I was in the same situation that you all are in. Some of you all, a lot of you all are in. And that is just work. And then that gerbil's wheel running. And you don't have time to think about a peace of mind. And if and when you do, you're still not getting a peace of mind because you're trying to get away from the bills. You're trying to get away from the job. You just want to sit down and eat this fucking ice cream late at night while binging off of Netflix because that fucking series that you're looking at has taken you away for a couple of hours. Or it may be, you know, you go out and drink, or you go out and smoke, or you go to the strip club. Whatever distractions that you have that distracts you, that takes you away from the fast-paced gerbil wheel life, where all you do is work. You utilize that. But those distractions are not a positive. They're more of a negative. That's what they're there for. They distract you away from your responsibilities, the bills and the car payments and the house payment and working and all the rest of that stuff. They do something else too. They distract you from you. They distract you from thinking about yourself and your well-being. And this is the reason why your health is not right. This is the reason why you have high blood pressure and heart disease and diabetes and you're stressed out. This is the reason why you're 20-something years old and you got gray hairs and shit. Your hands are shaking. I've been in that situation. And it comes a time where you got to just stop and prioritize your life. Because all along, while I was living in America, thinking that I was doing what I was doing, my career, you know, focus on what I wanted, who I wanted to be. My career, you know what I'm saying, and making money and being successful. I thought that it was all about family. It wasn't. It was drawing me further and further away from family. So who I wanted to be and my career is something that I wanted. Not what my family needed me to be. And that was a better partner and a better father. Now that I've dedicated my life, I've made being a better father and a better mate, you know what I'm saying, towards the female I'm with, a priority. First priority, I reap the benefits. And I tried to hide it, and some of you all, I wouldn't even have brought it up to be real with you, but I know some of you all are nosy as shit. And y'all just look for everything. You know what I'm saying? But this is one of the rewards. It got a little hectic last night, I ain't gonna lie. In a good way. And that wasn't her intention. And I'm wearing a tank top and it's like, well, man, you made it. I mean, I could have put on, I tried to put on this black shirt and tried to conceal it. I tried to put my hair over it. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I damn for sure wasn't going to wear no scarf. It's too hot for that shit. But this is what happens when you in love. You make love. And I ain't got no problem with that now. I don't have a problem with saying that I love this person. I don't have a problem with saying that I love my family. I'm a family man. Because I'm surrounded and submersed in love. But in America, you got to build up a shield, a brick wall. And if you try to express your love and care towards someone, people will look at that as a form of weakness. That's a shame that you can't even practice something so sincere and beautiful called love towards one another. And you think that being in that type of environment where you can't practice love and care towards a person, it's not hostile. It's not a hostile environment. It's not an environment where you can't, where you can grow. You think that you can grow in that type of environment? You think that you can raise kids in that type of environment? You sadly mistaken. It's beautiful out here, man. I'm not saying it's perfect. This country, just as well as other countries, have their own problems. But guess what? Just like the country I left, which where I was born and raised in, called America, a lot of the problems that go on in America ain't none of my business. So therefore, the problems that go on in other people's countries ain't none of my business. I know what I came here for. And that was to get a peace of mind. And that's exactly what I'm getting. That is the agenda. That is the goal. I don't know what else everybody else is doing. That's not my concern. It's none of my business. I'm not here for any and everyone. I mind my business. That's real talk. And I can tell you, man, I let out all the demons. I let go of all the demons and all of the stress and all of the pain and suffering that I've been through all my life, and things that were revealed to me like, yo, man, holy shit, I'm still holding a grudge towards that person. That's been over 30, 40 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, and I ain't gonna say 40 years ago, about 20 to 30 years ago. But that's what happens when you have the opportunity to sit down and you could think about shit. And I can tell you, man, I have forgiven people that have hurt me. That's not saying I'm going to pick up the phone and we going to kumbaya this shit and we going to talk and all the rest of that shit. Because, nah, man, I ain't one of them phone people. Straight up. And I ain't one of those text people either. As long as I know you doing good, you all right? All right, cool. That's it. I'm doing me. Life moves on. And we're adults now. You know what I'm saying? And I have a family of my own. And that energy and that time and effort that I put towards you and trying to keep up with, you know, with your life and what you doing, I could take all that time and effort and put it in towards one of my children, if not all of them. That's real shit. Because one thing that I realized, that black folks in specific, everybody wants us to be an Avenger. And last time I checked, I ain't got no Captain American shield, no adamantium. No, that's not adamantium. That's what is it? What kind of shield he got? Vibranium shield. That shield that was made in fucking damn Wakanda. I'm not a Black Panther. I'm not a fucking Iron Man. I'm not Thor. I'm none of them. I'm a human being. And in my case, I bleed, I hurt. And in my case, my environment affects my life. In my case, I only got one life to live. And in my case, I have children, I have a family. In my case, my life ain't 2 hours long like a fucking movie. It's longer than that. I have real life problems and real life situations. And I don't have the time to focus on everybody else's shit, let alone their concerns. Because I gotta take the time out to get a peace of mind for myself and my family. It's real talk, man. And the only reason why I'm making these videos is to inspire and motivate you all to get that peace of mind that I have. Because it's nothing like it. It's priceless. And I'm here to tell you, there's no gold chain, there's no watch, there's no car, there's no house, there's nothing that can fill that void in when you don't have a peace of mind. Nothing. You can go out there and buy as much material shit that you want, or can. I'm telling you, you're not going to be happy until you get that peace of mind. There's a reason why. This is real shit. There's a reason why that there are people. I know this to be a fact. There's a reason why that there are people that make way more money than I do. Way more money than I do. Got way more shit, more money in the bank, assets, cars, clothes, houses, all types of shit than I do, than I'll ever have in life. There's a reason why those people that got way more shit than I have in life or ever will, there's a reason why they look at my channel. I got something that they desire, that they want. And if they were to decide today to put that thing that I have, that they want, that they desire, as a top priority, they can get it too, which is a peace of mind. That plain and simple. Something that every human being wants and desires. But you gotta be strong. You gotta be able to believe in yourself in order to get it. And it is scary, I'm not gonna lie. But in order to attain a peace of mind, you gotta go down that, you gotta take that journey. That journey where you have to rely on yourself. And it's just that plain and simple. Other than that, you're going to continue to say, I need a plan to do this, and I need to make this money and make that money, and have this and three streams of income, and you know the economy is happening, this is happening, and blah, 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 blah. And you make all these excuses and all the rest of this shit that's going to put you in a situation that you're still in right now till this day. Shit ain't gonna never be perfect. I'm not gonna even lying. I'm not gonna even lie. You know how many years it took me for me to get up off my ass and just leave? I was supposed to been had left, for real, to be real with you. I was supposed to left like right after the pandemic happened. Right after that. When everything, if I would have left right then and there, man, I would have had some cake. You know, when everything was cheap. Plane tickets, all that shit, everything was dirt cheap. It would have been easier back then. But what did I say? Nah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and save this money, do this and do that. Excuse me. And come to find out, to be real with you, I left at the perfect time. I left when I was supposed to leave. Straight up. And I'm glad that I made the decision that I made. That plain and simple. Because I'm focused on myself now and what matters to me the most, and that's family. And while in the process of me doing that, man, I'm able to have a peace of mind. More than a peace of mind. Straight up. And I can tell you, it's just beautiful to be in control of your life. I don't know how long it's going to be, but it's just wonderful to be in control of your life. And to know that tomorrow, I could be optimistic about tomorrow. Because my life is in my hands. Other than that,